What's going on, everybody? Kagan and I are walking to the backyard with an egg tray. We think Jane, the female blackthroat monitor, laid eggs. I saw her this morning. She looked thin. She's been digging like crazy in her enclosure. And as you know, she was locked with onyx a little over a month ago. They seem to take a while to put their eggs in the ground. We never wired up and plugged her heat mat. I know we were expecting eggs from Diamond next to her, and those never came to fruition. Again, remember, I'm from Florida, so.
You say things how you want.
Exactly. So I want to show you what's going on. Look, she looks like she's digging right now. I'm going to show you what's going on with all the blackthroat monitors, and then we're going to try and find these eggs. So we're about to walk in the enclosure. I know in the enclosure next to her, remember we had Diamond, who was giant, but we never got eggs from her. She's got soil all over her back. So she's digging, but she was digging like crazy. And I've seen this so many times with the blackthroats, like just not come to eggs. It's okay. She's gonna go into her hide. We may wait until she goes all the way in, and we should be able to take a peek at what she's got going on in there. I mean, it's all dug up, but just nothing ever came of it. She dug in her corners, and I've seen that in the past with, sorry about that, I had to move the camera around that plant. With so many other female blackthroats, it's just been a thing. You know, if a water monitor is not happy with the conditions, the eggs end up in the water, on the ground, or in a shallow burrow. But if a blackthroat's not happy, it seems like they reabsorb their eggs. Now we're gonna walk in on Onyx and Sapphire. Now Kagan has witnessed them locked. I'm thinking that's Sapphire right there.
Yeah, that's Sapphire.
Hey girl, she's a little grumpy. Now, I'd say she's on the thinner side. She has been digging around the perimeter of her enclosure, all around here. So it's a great sign that she's doing so much digging in her corners, all around. Now she has a lay box. I don't know that it's time for her to be separated from Onyx yet. She does have a very saggy belly, so maybe it is time. I think Onyx has been choosing her lay box as his hide box.
Most of the time I find him in there.
I'm looking, I don't see him in there. So it is food day. So if we do decide, let's see, this is where we're gonna find, yep. So hopefully he's not full of eggs, because he is big. Hopefully he's not full of blackthroat eggs. So we'll separate them with food today and then see what happens from there. So let's go in and see Jane. Got Miko.
Look at the top of my head.
Oh, Kagan's got a tree frog on the top of her head. You know he's peeing on you, right?
Probably.
Oh yeah. It's what they do. It's so fun. They're in the crack of the doors and they jump on you and pee on you at the same time.
There's no pee.
So we're walking into Jane's enclosure, and she has excavated this entire enclosure. Everything is dug up. There's just tunnels everywhere. Now, ideally, I would love for her to be in her hide box, but she is in the lay box right now. Now, she is typically a pretty thin monitor, but she was very thick recently, and she looked quite thin earlier. So I don't know, we're gonna have to get her out of there and then dig out the lay box and see if we can't find the eggs. So we may have to go ahead and cut up all the food because she is in a hole, but there were holes in every corner. So what looks very padded down there, that could be where the eggs are. And she's just using that as a hide right now, and just put the eggs were in the same place. Now all of this is because I never plugged in the heat mat in the hide box. I never finished the electrical into this cage, and I would have done a pigtail from that side, but we just haven't got to it. And I was going to wait until we did one of the next videos, is doing the next 2 enclosures to move the white throats over, and I was going to finish the electrical down the backbone of the cages to the white throats, maybe till the end of the row, which would be great. And that's when I was going to do it. It's just, it's only so much time in the day. So hopefully this worked out for us. We'll get some food cut up for everybody. We'll get her tricked into her hide box, and let's see if we can't find some eggs. All right, we fed all the other monitors, so it's probably 2 hours later. We fed all the animals. It is chicken day again, and I don't know why I am sensitive because of all the stuff on Facebook and Instagram about not feeding store-bought chicken and stuff, but I mean, I think I've already explained. You guys know I give him a well-rounded diet. But Miko is ready for his chicken. He is at the door. Maybe we'll show you guys him eating. And Bubba just ate, so that's good. Hey, Bubba. Jane is actually out. I think she smelled the chicken. She came out, realized she couldn't get to it, but she's out there sunning herself. And right now, you're gonna go in ahead of me? Kagan says she is going to just pick her up and put her in the hide.
Oh, you are clever than this.
Oh yeah, she is saturated. Yeah, if you give her the space, she will whip. They're not biters, but they are whippers. I just don't want her to go back in there. Huh? Well.
Protecting those eggs. Here we
Yeah. You did an amazing job. If we can flip that over, it would be awesome. I'm gonna set you guys down. Well, you know what? I think I can get the drill for Kagan. Gotta watch with Evie. You wanna be by your mom, so we have to watch the door with you. Okay, getting her the screw gun. This will keep her from coming out and seeing. You don't have to go crazy. She won't be able to come out, so we'll be able to take that lid out, and you guys know we probably have to pull out 5 or 6 buckets of dirt, and then we should be able to move everything to one side and then move everything to the other side and see if we don't find eggs. It would be amazing if we got these eggs, because I've had nothing but failures with these guys for, I'd say, 1.5 years, 2 years. So. Alright guys, you watched me dig from one side to the other all the way down to the concrete slab that I'm hitting. There are no eggs in this lay box, but I can tell you from my experience with the blackthroats that you look at them and they're so big and they're producing the eggs, and then you think that they're thinner, but it's really, I've seen Jane pretty dang skinny and still full of a lot of eggs, because one, they're such robust animals, and two, they pull so much fat and muscle and stuff away from their body to produce those eggs that they actually look super skinny before they lay. She still had a massive hole when we filmed her earlier today, and that could have been the hole that she wanted to lay in, and we just messed it all up. That's not to say that Kagan and I won't quickly try and dig around this log and just explore a little bit around here and around there with the shovel. We'll do that real quick, but I don't think she laid yet. But I'm gonna check just the same to guarantee that. And then we'll let her out and put some food in front of her. All right, well, we've dug all through here with the big shovel and no eggs in the ground. So that was a swing and a miss. A lot of digging for nothing. And unfortunately, with trying to do this outdoors and no cameras on the lay boxes, that's just part of it. So we'll get the food in here for her, and we'll keep an eye on her and see if something changes. If she turns down food, that's usually a big sign that she's close. Getting skinnier at the base of the tail, which she definitely is a sign that she's close. The extent at which she's digging is a sign. Let me see if I can't use those tongs and put some food in front of her. Let's see if she's a shy eater to begin with. Hey girl. She's just closing her eyes. And that's actually typical Jane, so I can't even say that that means anything. Unfortunately. She's more defensive than one. Chicken's there for her. She doesn't eat it, we'll take it out, feed it to somebody else. But I think we did promise separating Onyx and Sapphire, which you've already done.
I did.
While I was digging, she took advantage of a situation.
They were in the right enclosure at the right time. And
well, that's great. So now she is in the enclosure with the lay box by herself. I mean, if they were coupling last week, I'm hoping that it's good timing. So she's going into the hide box, check it out. Once she feels secure that she's by herself, we'll just monitor and see if we see digging. The only thing that is questionable for me is how robust Onyx is. And he hasn't been fed exceptionally hard. So hopefully he doesn't have a belly full of eggs. That would be horrible. I mean, there's test digging by her all over the place. So let's hope we didn't miss something. That would be horrible. But we'll see. See what happens.
are black throat monitors known for eating eggs?
Well, they're egg eaters, absolutely.
Yeah.
They love eggs. So you're gonna feed Miko, but Miko's hanging off the screen.
Yeah. In case he flies
Pete.
down,
Come on,
we're
Pete.
gonna move Mr. Pete.
Go on down.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Get your claws off this door.
Pete.
No. You gotta let me open the door. You gotta let me open the door, mister.
He will chase the food. It's pretty cool.
He's a good boy.
Do you feel like we've leaned him out just a little bit?
Yeah, that line on his side is a little more prominent. He's not as rotund as he was before.
I like to see a roughneck about that body weight.
Yeah.
I think they can quite easily get heavier.
You want some more? good acrobatics, Miko. He's gotten a lot more comfortable with you for sure.
Absolutely.
Because he wouldn't even...
Look at the red ants on the base of that tree.
Oh yeah.
We do need to start treating with some diatomaceous, even though with all the rain, it's gonna kind of kill all that for us.
He wouldn't even eat in front of you before.
Yeah. He's... So this video is supposed to be called Good and Bad News, and the good news was supposed to be those blackthroat eggs. The very next day after shooting the video, my mom dug up 18 eggs. I forget what Kagan and I were doing, but we weren't available. My mom was at the house. She dug them up in the rain. She got 18 eggs. 15 of them were slugs, or, you know, deflated and just not good eggs. But we did get 3 nice plump eggs in the incubator, and I mean, they're pretty dirty because of the amount of the mud from the rain and everything, but we'll see what happens with them. All right, we finished with the egg situation with the blackthroats, and now we're on to the bad news. Tom and I had, as you guys know, Tom is my partner in the channel. He does all the behind scenes, all the editing, the licensing, the billing, he does all the other work, all the construction work and animal work and stuff. All that's been my part of it, and Tom's been handling everything else. And since the very beginning. And Tom and I had a discussion a couple days ago, and he is bowing out of the channel for personal reasons. And we are, I think Kagan is sitting next to me. I'm sorry, we just got that camera view. It's really sad. Yeah, Tom helped build this channel. I mean, we came up with the name together. It's been a long road to get to where we're at. Obviously, we hoped to be further along at this point, but you know, life's not without its struggles, and we'll be sad to see him go. So I think we have to have one more meeting about it, and then I'm gonna have to learn how to do some editing, guys. I'm sorry if it takes a plunge for a while to keep it going. And if you guys could, any words for Tom or anything like that, please leave them in the comments. That would be much appreciated, I'm sure, by him. He's worked his tail off for not really getting to the money, a whole heck of a lot of work for, I think we're about 1.5 years in right now. A heck of a lot of work for not ever getting a paycheck out of it. So I just want to thank you guys for all your support, and I do promise to do a new ending very soon. I will, once I'm working on the editing, I'll film a new editing end for the videos, and we'll start using that one. All right, guys, until next time.